I am pretty exhausted while recording this audio, so you're gonna have to forgive me for sounding pretty exhausted. Hi, it's me, Quarantunes. This video is a compilation of skills that I personally think that every survivor should know. I'll be breaking down all the ways to avoid killers, proper stamina management, how to juke killers, and so on and so forth. If you're looking for strategies for specific survivors, then you should go check out my other videos, because I am planning to upload a video on each survivor, and depending on when you're seeing this video, I may have covered that survivor. So let's get right into the video by starting how to avoid specific killers, starting with Jason. Jason's a very close and personal killer, relying on 100% melee damage with 0 ranged abilities. For starters, all you need to do is not get close to Jason, try to keep your distance. But if that's not an option and Jason's targeting you, don't run away. Okay, well, do run away, just follow a few basic rules. Never run in a straight line, because the killer has a faster sprinting speed and more stamina than you do. This rule applies to avoiding all killers. Never be out in the open. If you can, get to some sort of structure or object they can use as a block. If there's any other survivors in the area, get to them if possible. If they're a sentinel, fancy word for a stunner, or a support survivor, they should be able to protect you. Up next is 1x, 1x, 1x1. I'm just gonna call him 1x because that's just really a mouthful. This character is a sniper, so even if you're on the other side of the map, you're not safe. Whenever you hear a bunch of clicking noises or a random sound effect, start strafing. Strafing is just where you press A and D so your character moves directly sideways. Because if they're targeting you and you're just standing there, you're as good as dead. If you're in close combat with a 1x, always try to get behind them. They can't snipe you if you're behind them. If there's any elevation changes around, like a staircase or a fall, try to stay around that area. 1x's projectiles can't go up or down, so it's easy to dodge if there's a staircase right next to you. Next up is John Doe, which, along with Cool Kid, is a unique character. Good John Doe users will use their abilities to trap you. I mean, they have an ability where they can summon a bunch of walls, they can place down a literal landmine. If they're trying to push you into one specific area, try to avoid going there. Another good way to deal with John Doe users is to stay in a large group, because they can't trap you if there's all 8 of you right there. The worst for last is Cool Kid. I personally hate dealing with Cool Kid, mostly because on how unpredictable they are. They could be attacking you and suddenly throw a brick at you or start burning you alive or call in freaking back. I mean, it's impossible to truly read what a Cool Kid main's about to do. All the other killers have similar mindsets to each other, but not Cool Kid. This 5-year-old is a freaking nightmare. This killer can be used as a long range killer and a melee killer, and you can basically switch between both modes at any given time. When you're dealing with a Cool Kid, always have a structure between you guys. Always have at least 30 to 25 stamina left over to dodge a flying brick or something. It's a pretty short explanation on how to deal with such a pain in the ass, but it's much easier said than done for Cool Kid. Now let's get on to stamina management. For starters, it's just don't let your stamina hit 0. Because when your stamina hits 0, it'll take several seconds for it to start regenerating, but if you stop sprinting at 1 stamina remaining, it will start regenerating in about half a second. Now once you start to get better at stamina management, you're going to learn to cut off your stamina at different times. When you're being chased, cut off your stamina from 20 to 30 so you have enough to juke. When you're just running around the map aimlessly, cut it off as low as you want, just not 0. Speaking of juking, let's talk how to juke a killer. Let's use this Jason as an example. There are 4 main parts to a juke. The entry, you're being chased, you're probably screwed if you don't do something. The turn, you make a quick 180-degree turn so you end up behind the killer. The confusion, you watch as the killer attacks air. While they're doing this, you should not be sprinting so you can regen your stamina. And then you repeat this process by starting to sprint away from the killer, and then you juke them again, regen stamina, run away, juke them, regen, run, juke, regen, Just keep repeating for as long as you need to. There's several different forms of juking, and they're all quite advanced compared to this one. So I'm not going to teach you how to do them, because that's advanced, and I'm teaching you the basics. So if you want to learn how to do like advanced juking, go find another video. Next up are some setting things that would probably be helpful for you. First off, you would want attack hitboxes and player hitboxes to be visible to you. Then you can see how far away you actually need to be to the killer, depending on how much you might think you need to be away from the killer. I also personally have killer animations at the beginning turned off, just so that I have enough time and an advantage over nearby players. Because while they're looking at Cool Kid being an absolute idiot, you have time to look at your surroundings. You can identify which map you're on. You can identify where in the map you spawn, if you spawn with anyone, next to a generator, next to loot items. And then with that, you can formulate a plan like, oh, since everyone spawned here, the most likely spawn the killer is there. So that means I have time to do this generator before the killer can get to me. The last topic I want to go over in this video are the generators. The generators are one of the biggest forms of XP. They're pretty easy to solve. They take time off the timer, which literally just means that you don't need to spend as much time with the killer. Now, I might tell you some secret to like make generators solving really fast and really easy, but here's where I'm gonna let you down, because all you need to do is practice. Like, there is no easy way around getting good at these generators. Along with the juking, this is just a skill that's gonna come with time. A weird skill that you'll just start to naturally see yourself getting is the ability to do generators really fast. Alright, that's basically all I had to say. I'm personally really bad at making outros, so I'm just gonna tell you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and have a good day.